finally am back again after a long time being uploading parts from Japan. I've been busy by school and schoolwork and everything. I've been doing too much this time now. A whole lot have been happening. As I told you, I'm busy with this job I go to. Perhaps the Norwegian school is for free, but I don't get anything for working a place under the school, you know. Right now I didn't have any other chance to film anywhere else but here. This is my sister's old room. My brother moved out and she moved into his old room. This is as I'm back, of course. I come home from Japan, I couldn't find my charger. Now I'm charged. I have a whole lot to do. I haven't been uploading any staples, which I was supposed to do. But right now, I'm going to tell you how Duel Masters is in Japan. You saw a whole lot if you watched 13 Days in Japan, which was really good. I really like to be in Japan. I miss Japan so much. And I figured that I figured out how Duel Masters is in Japan. First up, I'm going to show you how Duel Masters deck would look like in Norway, for example. This here, at least over here, it would look something like this. See, perhaps don't see any cards that just rush through all the deck, you know. Perhaps I should take this the other way. You see. There's just a different card here from Fire, Darkness and Nature, Civilization. And that's true. That's how we made decks not exactly like this in the end, made it some sort of balanced deck. But the thing is that we actually used cards that we thought were good. But what they do in Japan, they basically put cards into the deck, which, well, for the first thing, they put cards that like each other in the deck. So they have like from 26 to 18 different cards in the deck. So that's kind of different from what we did, yeah. And the decks are here now. The decks in Japan had this different that everyone used sleeves. In Norway, you could use sleeve if you lived in Oslo. I don't live in Oslo, but still I have sleeves on my decks. That was one other thing, you know. The small thing that there was a real big difference is that one thing I think is really weird is that here in Norway we use English cards. Does exist something called Norwegian cards? We just bought cards that were written in English. And in Japan there are Japanese cards, but you aren't allowed to use English cards. Isn't that really weird? We have like the same thing going on with English and Japanese, and they can't use English cards in Japan because we speak Norwegian in Norway, they speak Japanese in Japan. We study English at school in both of the countries, so this wouldn't even make any sense at all. But I learned a lot about how to make a deck, for example. And another thing that's really different is that they have players in Japan. We don't have players here. Players does not exist here, you know. Well, we exist in the small community, if we are even called a community. I tried to make Duel Masters Club. I failed, but I have a really good idea for what I can do in the future. Every time I say this, it wouldn't work. But anyway, this time I really think it will work because I got this brand new idea. But still, going to Japan and play there was something totally different. Japan is not a country; it's a world. It's a different world, you know. Well, not particularly, but you see what I mean. And this thing that's been bothering me is that Beyblade come back. Yes, it did. And the reason it come back was because it come back to Japan. But the Duel Masters, how in the world would that come back here the same way? Because it has never stopped in Japan. And I don't know. The series they said was going to come to the United States, I haven't heard a single word about that. So I'm not sure if they will air it ever. They said it would come late this year. The year is soon ending, so well, it could mean that it's coming really soon, or it could mean that it won't come at all. But this is the biggest difference, that they have everything there in Japan, plus. Okay, you see my point here. That's something that's really strange. And I will keep going, trying to make podcasts as fast as possible, but I have a whole lot of other things to do. In the meantime, you know. But stay tuned. I'm going to come up with what I said, if there's something I have forgot. And please comment and subscribe. I think that's the reason why you don't watch my videos, because I don't tell you to do it, but watch my videos. Okay, thank you everyone, and goodbye.